Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have the Pack official YouTube with 170 rating versus Vone with 506 rating. So this is going to be another DB match. Also, make sure to go ahead and check out Pack's YouTube, the link down below at the very top of the description. And then going ahead and hopping right in, we're going to see Vone win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they're going to decide to go first, 40 versus 44. Opening hands, we have dotKuro, Imperm, the Sacred Water in the Sky, Venus, and Crossout. And they have Circle, Desires, Silent Mining, Debug, and Spinny. So we're going to have Salamangreat versus Agents. So, like, I somewhat know what these cards do, but I don't know all the way. Like, I know Venus because this is, like, an old agent. This card says activate one Sanctuary in the Sky directly from your deck or add one monster that mentions the Sanctuary in the Sky from the deck to the hand. Then, if the Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field or in the graveyard, you can gain 500 life points for each Hyperion and the agent monster you control. If your monster that mentions the Sanctuary in the Sky would be destroyed by battle, you can banish this card from the graveyard instead. Also, I don't know why it says like battle specifically and also not effects, but fair enough. So we're going to go ahead and see Salad go first. They're going to normal summon Debug effect, chain Imperm on that. So just trying to shut that down, cut them off from access of Gazelle. Then they're going to summon Bailings effect, go search Sanctuary. Then activate Circle. So Circle, go grab Gazelle. And now activate Desires, go banish and draw. So banish 10, looking at the banishes, we can see Spinny, Foxy, a Jack, but we know that they play 2. We saw them play in this deck yesterday. So Desires will now go ahead and resolve. Draw Foxy and Jack. See, they play 2. Now they're going to Silent Mining, discard Foxy, so they have a lot of gas here, actually. They're going to go search Spinny, so now we know that they played 3 Spinny. And then Gazelle effect to summon out. I guess probably 3 Spinny isn't, like, that crazy, right? Like, Mirage Stalia is legal. I guess you're trying to resolve this card. So they're going to Gazelle, dump Will, activate Sanctuary, Foxy, discard Jack, special summon itself out. Then overlay, Mirage Stalio effect attached to go special, so special summon out the Falco. Link those off, go for Wolf, and then Jack effect. So they should have asked for target for Jack, but they're gonna put back the XYZ, and then Jack gets banished from dotKuro. And now thinking about what they want to do here, yeah, they're gonna go for Lingaribo, Wolf effect, add back Gazelle. And then they are going to turn these into, they could go ahead and just go for like Heat Soul draw. They're going to go Wolf and the Wolf. Yeah. No, this makes sense. Honestly, I forgot that they didn't already like do the link off thing with Bailings, because that's like usually what you have to do if you start off with Debug. But then they had like the Silent Mining. So yeah, you definitely want to link off there and then like effect add back Will. Does this actually do anything wild though? I think you add back Will and then you Heat Soul. I don't think there's anything else you really do. Yeah, okay, go for Heat Soul now. And then Heat Soul effect. Pay 1,000 to draw, and then that draws in the Silent Mining, which isn't good. Activate Will, and then Will effect the special summon back out the Wolf, and then pass turn they're gonna draw the Agent Life, Neptune. This is another new one, so we can go ahead and go over this. So it says you can discard this card, special summon one agent monster from your hand or graveyard except Neptune, or if the Sanctuary of the Sky is on the field or in the graveyard, either graveyard, which I guess if you play the mirror match just come up, you can special summon one Hyperion monster instead. Neither player contribute a monster special summon with this effect until the end of your opponent's turn. If this card is banished, you can add one, the Sanctuary in the Sky from the deck to the hand. You can only use each effect of this once per turn. So they're going to go ahead and activate the Heat Soul effect, pay 1,000 to draw. Draws. They have just so much engine. They drew all engine cards pretty much. And then like Desires, which just drew engine. So Crossout won't do anything. But We're going to summon out Venus, effect, pay 500. Go ahead, bring out Shine Ball. Oh, and this is just insane here. The opponent has no interruptions. So, like, they have no interruptions. You can just combo. They obviously don't know that they don't have anything, but they have, like, Cross-Eye, which probably makes them feel somewhat safe. So, then they're going to link off, and then they're going to bring out Protector of the Agents, Moon. It takes 2 fairies. When this card is linked to someone, you can send 1 Sanctuary in the sky, or 1 card that mentions it from the deck to the graveyard. Or, if the Sanctuary in the sky is on the field or in either graveyard, you can add the Agent of Mystery Earth from your deck or grave to your hand instead. And Earth is the level 2 that when it's summoned, it searches. Then it says you contribute 1 fairy monster, then target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. You can only use each of the effects once per turn. But we're going to go ahead and get to that point, and then we're going to activate the effect to dump Venus, but it's like, you know, not the creation Venus, it's the destruction Venus. But this card doesn't actually mention any of that stuff in it, right? So with Sanctuary, yeah, so fairly certain that this card doesn't. You can banish 1 Agent Venus from your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. You can pay life points a multiple of 500. Then for every 500 pay, you can target 1 Shine Ball. It's banished from your graveyard, special summon them, but place them on the bottom of the deck when they leave the field. Yeah, so that's not going to work. You see how, like, Venus and, well, creation and destruction work pretty well together. Now they're going to go ahead and activate. But, yeah, they couldn't actually dump this off of that because of, like, what we just went over. Otherwise, that'd be, like, a really good combo, though, because you'd be able to, like, then go ahead and Neptune to summon this out. And then you could use the effect to summon 3 Shine Balls, link them off, they go to the bottom of the deck, and then Venus effect, pay 15 to go summon them. So you'd end up getting too many bodies, honestly. Said, sorry, that's not allowed. Which part? Moon, send Venus. Yeah, they cannot do that. So they're going to go ahead and use it to dump the Majesty Hyperion. Is another new card. We're just going to go over every single new card that comes up. You can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard by banishing the 1 agent monster from your hand, field, or graveyard. You can only special summon this once per turn that way. Any battle damage you take from battles involving fairy monsters is also inflicted to your opponent, which is pretty cool. You can come up with like the Shine Balls. And then once per turn, you can banish 1 fairy monster from your hand or graveyard. Target 1 card in either graveyard, banish it. If the Sanctuary of the Sky is on the field or in either graveyard, you can use this effect up to twice per turn. So it's just like, it's kind of like what they did with Light Sworns. Like, they have like the good guys and the bad guys, but you know, they're like the same archetype. So now they are going to link off, and it's going to go for Celestial Night Lord, Parshaft. I think that's how you say it. It's like a goat card. But they're going to go ahead and go, well, not this card. They're going to go into this, takes 2 fairies. 2+ fairies. You can discard 1 card, add 1 to Sanctuary in the Sky, or 1 card that specifically lists it in the text. Or, if the Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field, you can add 1 fairy monster instead. If another face-up fairy monster you control is sent to the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can banish 1 fairy monster from your graveyard and special summon 1 fairy monster from your hand whose level is higher than the banished monsters. You can only use each of those effects once per turn. So, now they're going to go ahead and activate the effect. They're going to go ahead and discard the Neptune. And then go search. They're going to discard Neptune to grab Neptune. Yeah, I was thinking, like, what would you even, like, really search here? They just have a lot. The opponent doesn't have anything. That's, like, the big thing here, right? So they're going to go ahead and banish to summon. And then they get this effect. So it's going to go ahead and add the Sanctuary of the Sky here. So I guess that's another reason why you do that. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Discard search because you still want this. And then, but you can banish it to go search. Okay. Makes sense. I'm not super crazy with agents. They're going to banish to go banish Balings from grave. A lot of the other, like, newer decks I've done fairly good testing with. I just did not have a lot of hope for this deck, so I didn't put much time into it. Especially with the YCS, like YCS Hartford being so close. You know, it's a week away from now. We're going to turn Shine Ball into Dunk, like that card. And then just link those off, go for access code effect, gain 3,000 attack. And then effect banish pop effect, banish pop, they're going to summon Gazelle. And then, yeah, Gazelle will now come out. But that's fine. It kind of seems like they forgot about it because they want to go ahead and go to battle phase there. And then they can Gazelle effect the dump. But this will still be game as they can just activate the Neptune effect to summon back out from grave. So Neptune, because, yeah, like they couldn't like banish this for Axis Cooks. They already banished the light. But the fact that they can just discard the special summon back out, like that'll be enough. And then just go battle phase, attack over, and now moving on into game 2. We are going to go ahead and we're going to see Salad go first. Opening hands, we have Nib, Destruction Venus, Prosperity, the Sacred Waters in the Sky, and the Sanctuary in the Sky. They have Buffalo, Silent Mining, Circle, Anti-Spell Buffalo. Okay, so it's looking pretty good for Salad just because the Anti-Spell is going to shut down most of their hand. This doesn't do anything without Engine already rolling. And this is a pretty good hand trap that will definitely stop Salad, or stop them somewhat at least. But it doesn't matter if they have all the follow-up, right? So they're going to activate Buffalo 1, Balinks 2, and then Circle 3. Circle, go grab Jack. And then Balinks, grab Sanctuary. Discard Jack to draw. But, like, what if you just don't draw anything there, right? I guess if you don't draw anything, you can still Silent Mining. You could still trigger Gazelle by, like, you know, like linking away. Oh, we draw Jack and Desires. So now we're going to have to go Silent Mining, discard Jack. So now we got 2 Jacks in the grave, which isn't the greatest, obviously. Would have been better like if we drew a Spinny or something, but so whatever. Now we're going to get Gazelle effect to trigger there to special summon out, and then activate the effect to dump. So now Gazelle effect, dump Spinny, Desires go banish 10, and then we can go ahead and look at the banishes there. We see Falco, that's definitely a one of. Will, we see a Will banished. I don't want to say it's a one of or anything. Draw Called by Foxy. This card was like back and forth through Salad lists the entire time this deck existed. People went from 3 to 2 to 1. A lot of people played 2 because they didn't want to draw 2 of this. And like obviously it doesn't make that much sense. And then yeah, I'd say like most people I'd say ended up playing 2 of that card. But it went back and forth like the entire time Salad was like relevant, so I don't want to say it's like a 3 of or 1 of. Then you're going to summon back out Spinny, overlay from Mirage Stelio, this is the 5th summon, and then they're going to activate Mirage Stelio effect, detach to go special, bring out the Foxy, and you want to drop Nib there or anything, you definitely wait. They're going to go ahead, bring out Foxy, link off, go into Wolf, and then Jack effect. In response to the graveyard effect of Jack, that's usually where you end up dropping Nib. You don't want them like getting Wolf effect, add back Gazelle. You know, they have all the follow-up. So go ahead, summon that out. You're probably going to be dropping Nib not long after anyways. Then set anti-spell, set called by, and pass turns. Keeping Sanctuary in hand, that's something that you can use with the Foxy discard. It's like you could set it if you wanted it to be activated next turn. And then they draw dotKuro, standby phase, flip anti-spell. Like I said, that's really, really big. I don't know. I mean, Fact's not able to do anything here. We're going to go battle phase, beat over. Main phase 2, normal summon out. Get rid of those. We're going to go for Needle Fiber now. Needle Fiber effect to go special, but yeah, there's no way this would do anything even if they didn't have anything, right? Lagging a little bit. Said same. 001 in the Auradon. Ah! Yeah, the card's banned, unfortunately. Thinking if I go for it, lol, they're just going to go Howk, summon out Diviner. Okay. And then, I'm guessing they're going to... They're thinking pretty hard here. Maybe they're thinking about going for, like, Unicorn to try to spin back an anti-spell and then keep playing, but they decided just to set 2 and then pass, draw dotKuro. So now, go to main phase. The Salad player is very set up here. They have their graveyard set up. They have Jack, Spinny, Foxy. So now, Salad goes to main phase. Normal summon out the Buffalo. Buffalo is such a good card. Get rid of that, go for Balinks. Buffalo effect, discard the Foxy, draw 2, draw circle, draws double circle there. They only have 2 circle in deck, 31 through 1. Bit unfortunate. Jack effect, so put back, we'll target the wolf. Yes, this time we asked for target. And they're not going to dotKuro this, they're going to let this go. I guess that you don't dotKuro because if you dotKuro Jack, you really just lose to what's known, right? They can go Spinny, summon out, Foxy, discard Sanctuary. Like, obviously, we know that they'd probably discard Circle and keep Sanctuary. But from what's just known, they'd Foxy, discard Sanctuary, turn those 2 into Update Jammer, transcode, access code, pop, game. So, we don't want to dotKuro Jack and then just lose. So, they're going to put back, special summon out. Yeah, I think this dotKuro is just going to be like a really hopeful thing, and maybe they mess up and do like the transcode line weird. Or like they'd have to really mess this up, right? Yeah, go into Splash Mage, and then Splash Mage effect, the special summon, and back out Buffalo. Also, I wonder if their Needle Fiber can tag in anything. I doubt it, because if it could tag in the like formula, they probably would have already done it. Foxy, discard Circle, special summon out. And then right here, they're thinking, and they say thumbs up. So trying to bluff. Like they have Nib or something. They don't, but it's worth trying. Go ahead, turn those into transcode. And then transcode effect, the special summon, back out Splash Mage. You're going to let this go. They don't dotKuro this. I guess you don't dotKuro this because they turned Buffalo transcode. Let's see. If you stop that from coming out, then what do they do? Like they obviously just have called by to beat dotKuro if they want to stop it. Turn those into Heat Soul effect, pay 1,000 to draw. I guess I don't really know what they think they're gonna get punished by. They already normal summoned out Buffalo 2, draws anti-spell, and then get rid of Buffalo, go for Lingeribo, which they're then just going to link off with Heat Soul into access code. They just want to put another attribute in the graveyard. Effect, gain 3,000 attack on resolution. Oh, on resolution effect? Okay, so banish to summon TG Wonder Magician. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yep. Affect the pop. So there are some lines that this deck has that you can actually like calc in the TG Wonder Magician. I don't know why I forgot about it, but this deck's a fairy deck, right? And they haven't. It was the last game they went through it, right? Yeah. No. That was the last game that they went through it. So you can just search a fairy and like Scythe is a fairy, and then you could just like pop Scythe and then make Floor. That's like something that you can do. But they're gonna target called by and then chain called by. Oh, this even gets rid of the called by that would have beat the dotKuro. Oh my gosh, that's actually nice. And then access code effect. Banish, pop Prosperity, effect, banish, pop TG Wonder Magician, effect, after this card on the field is destroyed, you can go ahead and draw. So that draws into a Twin Twisters. So think on resolution, Nib question mark, goes ahead and activates dotKuro to banish the Lingeribo from their graveyard, as that's the last attribute that they have in the grave. And now they have Divine. It just isn't game. Yeah. Like, they could pop, but they'd have to banish off field. And you'd need all of your attacks on field to go for game. It is 58 because gain 500. And then go ahead, go to main phase 2. Effect, banish to pop. And then set circle, set anti-spell. And then pass turn. Draw red reboot. So they don't have anything. That wasn't even a horrible game, too, even though nothing really happened on Pack's side. But going on to Game 3 now, we're going to see the Agent deck go first. Opening hands. Oh, there we go. We have Scythe. We have Booten, We have the Pig God. So what this card does is during the main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Target one face-up level 4 or lower light fairy monster that you control is treated as a tuner. So, you know, Hulk things, Diviner, Orange Light, Shine Ball. Oh, this is... Oh, they have Foxy, Imperm, Circle, dotKuro, Called By. Yeah, so they're going to normal summon Diviner, effect. They're going to chain Imperm on this. Set Scythe, pass. Imagine they draw Twin pop the back row. Woo! They even have Called By for Orange Light. Called By on Orange Light is one of the best trades ever. It's so good because they have to use 2 cards. You use 1, you stop them. Activate Circle to go search. That's going to be grabbing Gazelle. Doing this during draw phase. Playing around draw. Normal summon out the Foxy. And then link off, go for Baylinks. Baylinks effect 1, Gazelle 2, Orange Light 3, Called By 4. Also, you actually wouldn't Orange Light the hand effect of Gazelle, probably. You'd want to Orange Light the on-field effect of Gazelle, because otherwise they can end up like, you know, oh, you stop the hand effect, cool, activate Will, special summon from graveyard, effect to go dump. So now they're going to Called By Orange Light, special summon out Gazelle, and then grab Field Spell off Baylinks, and then Gazelle effect to go dump. So now Gazelle's going to go dump Spinny, and now they have the game shot set up if they want to go for it. They're going to link those off, go for the Wolf, and then Spinny effect to summon out directly under it, and then Wolf effect to add back from grave. So now, Wolf, grab Gazelle. Also like how this deck can grab back Ash. Activate Sanctuary is always like one of the coolest plays with the deck. And then link off the Wolf into Wolf. And then Wolf effect, add back Circle. Okay, they still have the game shot set up if they decide to go for it. Turn those into Transcode. And then Transcode effect, special summon back out the Wolf from the graveyard. And then link those off, make access code, effect gain 3000 attack. And then now they're going to go ahead, effect, pop Scythe, Scythe graveyard effect, chain dotKuro, pop Scythe, well, chain dotKuro to banish Scythe is what I meant to say. And then access code, banish, pop Diviner. They still have game. No, they don't. Actually, they don't. Because I was going to say, oh, you just discard Jack and then special Foxy, special Jack. But you get special Jack because you don't have a Salamangreat there. I don't think there's an alternative route to get there. Yeah, so they're going to go ahead, battle phase, attack, and then attack. Main phase 2, get rid of those, go for Splash Mage. And then Splash Mage effect to summon from graveyard. So, you know, they decided to play it a little bit safe. They got like the add back. If they get hit with Nib, you know, odds are the opponent's probably not doing much. And then you just play next turn and win. So Splash Mage to summon back out Jack. And then turn those into Heat Soul effect. Pay 1,000 and draw. See a hand trap. Oh my gosh. Charles into Desires. Activate Desires. Let's see a hand trap. Foxy, Baylor, yup. I was gonna say just like one hand trap like really starts to like seal the deal. Then set Circle, pass, draw, Imperm, standby phase. Yeah, they're gonna pay 1,000 to draw, but Pack then realizes that all they have is the good old Pig Angel, and that's not gonna do enough. So GG's. Oh, GG, you too. Okay, I mean, I'll take it. It's the thought that counts, but we're going to go ahead and see how long the match was. We're going to see that it was about 36 minutes long. It's cool to see the Agent deck, a deck that I don't think we've seen on the channel in a very long time. Last time we saw it, I think it was a Dragon Fairy deck is the last time we saw something even similar to this. So it's cool to see like new decks coming up, popping up. We got to see Pack play, you know, a pretty good player. And then we got to watch Vone on Salamangreat. And it's just interesting watching this deck. It's not much different than it was before, you know, like Desires to 2, Circle to 3. It really just like boosts the consistency of the deck. So, like, what it does is still the same. It just does it more often now, which is obviously good for it. And then we have like Hoakisol, which is like a new card that we're seeing play. I'm happy that this card's seen play somewhat. A lot of people really, really, really overhyped this card. I remember my first time reading it, I was just like, oh, so like there's something to tag out into, right? There's something good to tag out into, right? But like that, I mean, you have to have something good to tag out into, otherwise this card's just draw 2, like slowly. So it's not horrible. It's not horrible. It's a fire too, which is really good because otherwise you wouldn't be able to like Mirage Stalio, then use the effect of it. But with all that being said, again, make sure to go check out Pack and the DB grind. Oh wait, also before I sign off, there's going to be another $600 Iron Man coming up on Monday, so that'll be happening. So make sure to stay tuned for that. It'll probably be uploaded on the channel not too long afterwards. It is a pretty big file with like copyrighted stuff in it, so like you gotta like take that stuff out before it gets posted. But with all that being said, the DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.